Так, здорово, ребят. Эмчик. Самое. Так, Томка. Поехали. Серебряная столица, 1405 год.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Я всегда такой же по утрам.
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Когда вы выглядите бриллиантом, Давайте, если не... Давайте все характеристики без... Давай для начала... Начала.
I went dancing
Dancing?
with Bianca.
Ah, that's why you're tired. But you'll still have to work today. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
No, it's just Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow, anyway?
Oh, come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Christ, give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Mother.
You're nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will pass the forge on to you one day soon. You've been caught... Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on...
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father.
Раньше разговор. Карина, если... X. Что? Да вроде. Оба.
Come here, I need your help. Ah! Are you... At least you're up, that's a
Место ты встал
start.
уже.
Anyway, we've a
Ладно,
lot
у
of
нас
work
сегодня
to do
по-моему
today.
заканчиваю
I'm
работу
finishing
на-
the sword for Sir Radzig.
Плана
I need
орать.
your
Мне
help.
нужна твоя
With what?
I'm running out of
Нет,
charcoal.
заканчивается.
Run
Ты
to
на
the
рынок,
market
прикупи
and buy a
мешок.
bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Для этого мне нужны гроши.
Yeah, that's the other
Это еще
thing.
одно прочее.
Kunesh still
Я
owes
все
me
еще не
for an
должен вам
axe,
за
a
топор и
hammer, and the
ножны с
nails
лями,
I
которые
sold
я
him a
продал
month
ему месяц
ago.
назад. Не
Not to
говоря
mention
уже
his
о
debt from
предыдущем долге.
before.
Скажи
Go and tell him
ему,
to
чтобы
pay
он
up,
заплатил
at least for
хотя бы
the
за
axe and
топор,
hammer,
чтобы войти
and then
за
use the money to
купить
buy the
гроши.
charcoal.
Kunesh,
Помнишь?
that drunkard.
Это пенч.
That'll be
Это
fun.
будет непросто.
Well, you're a big
Ты уже
lad now.
взрослый, и я
I'm
уверен, ты
sure you can
справишься. А
manage.
если нет, скажи
If
ему.
not, tell him that
Раз я
next
приду
time
сам и
I'll come
забью его гвозди
myself
ему в
and
задницу,
personally use that
Божьим
hammer to
молотком.
bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy
Если
to
ему
hear
то,
it.
что он
Is that all?
слышит.
Not quite.
Не
The
совсем.
Chamberlain at the
Командир нас
castle has the cross-guard for Sir
Листовик,
Radzig's sword,
фонарь,
which I had engraved in
Скоро
Sasson.
граю,
You want me to go and pick it up?
нужно, чтобы я
All right.
забрал, хорошо.
Money,
Гроши, уголь,
charcoal,
столик.
crossguard. Got it.
And ale.
пиво.
Stop off
Давайте
at the
домой
tavern on
загляни
your
в
way
клуб, я
home.
знаю, ты все
I
равно
know you'll
туда.
be going there
Чтобы
anyway
увидеть
to see
это
that
веселье
girl
дел.
of yours.
А
But
когда
make sure
вернешься
the ale's
домой,
still cool from the
вот,
cellar
должно
when you
быть
get
еще
back.
холодно.
Her name is...
Right, so make sure Bianca
Вот,
draws me a
Банка
nice cool
налила мне
one. Run along now, work won't
Работа не
wait.
ждет. Так. О. Стоим.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzik, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by the...
Godspeed. See you later in...
You certainly will. God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
I knew you'd be trouble. Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those nails into your hairy arse.
I'd like to see him try. Fuck off, you bastard, or your old man will be pulling those nails out of you.
Так. Хорошо. Достаточно. Классно ваш. Секунду. Оп. Собирается.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin.
Окей, сюда спускай.
But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving
Кто-нибудь
father
если
teach you
научил
any
тебя хорошей
manners?
манере?
No?
Нет? Ну тогда я тебя
Well, I'll
научу.
teach you then. Farewell.
Ух. Теперь то. Например, здоровье осталось вот. Чем сильнее он ранит, медленнее он будет реагировать. Наконец близко, может попытаться. И которые показываются ранены, если вовремя. Окей.
Way off. You know how this one ends. You had it coming, you pup.
Большинство зданий можно выполнять разными способами. Поболит. Стань.
Ma? Ma?
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Способ. Ищет у вас никто. О, ваша одежда. Сомневаюсь, который выйдет.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Welcome, Henry.
God save, what can I do for you? Take care.
Oh well.
Good health to you.
Take care.
See you later.
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn something?
Goodbye.
Тоже понятно.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Goodbye.
Let's have a word about the price.
Sure, why not?
Торговаться можно, если хотите дешевле купить.
This is a waste of time. God be with you.
Can we do something about...
Aye?
Back to work.
Never.
Take care.
Сынок,
Help.
Путин.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about...
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is...
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to...
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready?
Ты готов?
Yes.
Давай.
All right, I'll wait on
Хорошо,
the
я буду
ground
ждать
by
тебя
the
на
ship.
обычном месте.
You can't be serious, Deutsch.
Да ты не ими шутишь, звонишь. Причем тут оскорбление? Я говорю, правда. Сигизмунд сделал то, что должен. Должен был похищать короля, он должен был заманить пушку его кузнеца Прокопа и бросить его в тюрьму. Должен был со своим войском татар осадить.
Why not? What is this
Почему нет?
Wenceslas
Что хорошего сделал король Влад?
The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitor.
Now even the Pope
God be with you, Henry.
I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the right pope? The one in Rome or another?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
It's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
Don't
and...
forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
good man Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more
Давайте поговорим
pleasant
более
things.
приятных.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far.
Ими слишком далеко зашел.
Wenceslas is our
Законный
rightful
король
king.
Вацлав.
Deutsch is an idiot.
Имис дурак.
Well, what can you
Что мы
do?
можем с ним
might
делать?
have an idea.
Кое-что придумать.
Deutsch deserves to be
Имис
taught a
заслужил, чтобы
lesson.
его
Doesn't
проучили,
he,
да?
Fritz?
You are Matthew.
Рахмат. Поколоть его.
Proper hiding.
Are you mad?
Слушай,
Trying to end up in the pillory.
Don't listen to Fritz.
Слушай, Кесика,
I've got a better
он придумал
idea.
кое-что получше.
Deutsch was talking such shit.
Он
It made me think of that
спокойствовал,
huge
рассказал об
parliament
огромной
yacht.
куче навоза.
You know,
То самое,
the
что
one right
рядом
next
с
is freshly
только
whitewashed
что
house.
обледнелым домом.
You think we should redecorate
Может, его
for him?
можно было разукрасить?
Count me in.
Well,
I'd rather torch it, to be honest.
навоз подойдет.
But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
Расскажи.
But I was going to get ale for
Должен
father
принести
and
суп пива,
a few other
чуть-чуть
things.
пораньше. Танчу.
We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on.
Давай тебе.
Throwing a
Ты же
few
не весь день
handfuls in
будешь
your
пять
is
пару
not going to
красивых.
take all day.
And it's our duty
Мы
to
просто
defend the
обязаны
honor of our
защитить честь
king.
нашего короля.
So, Hal, are you with us?
All right, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a...
What do you need?
Kruna shows money to
Им
father and
должно
doesn't
моего
want to pay.
точно.
I tried
Пытался
talking
с
to
ним
him, but he
поговорить,
wouldn't
это
listen.
бесполезно.
I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem. We'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken elf.
Alright, let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
God save you, Henry.
Синий тут. Блядь. Так, ну что, начнем? Подожди, нужно убедиться, что никто не видит. Чем? Ну, не живет у него есть еще жена и сын. Вам помешает? Да, Индра, вы мне из дома. Ну, я. Потому что у тебя это хорошо получается. Ясно? Тебе нужно.
I just went by the tavern, and your husband was in there talking nonsense.
Я решил, что лучше было бы
I
увезти
thought
его,
someone should take him
пока он не
home.
попал в беду. Что он говорил про Сигизмунд? Он вас в пьянице. Это не всем понравилось, поэтому я подумал, боже мой, дурак. Потом он заговорил о папах.
He might have mentioned the
Папа, он
popes
тоже
too.
что-то говорил. Спасибо, что сказал. Если я успею вывести раньше, он вляжется в очередную драку.
Listen, there's this
Слушай,
locked
нашел
chest I need to get
сундук.
into.
Правда? Уже послал. Честно
It's
жизнь.
just that someone has something
Дело
that
в том,
doesn't
что
belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some...
Never.
Штяк отмычки еще.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo! Eat shit, Docious.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Horse Hans! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Это заплатит.
Fucker!
For God's sake! Stop right now! The catchpole is on his way!
Run, you cowards!
Welcome, Henry.
Это момент. проблемы.
Welcome, Henry. Wait.
Well met.
What are you playing at here?
What do you think you're doing?
Давай, давай. Праздники. Ну, что хотя бы одна. Да, лучше. Ну что, позиме. Начинайся. Появился. Порно. Равнодушным. Вернайм. Ставить. После этого повернуть весь закрающими. В то же время вы это бежите. Пачивающий. Месяцев. Вот. Думал место. То, насколько вы спит место, показывается размер указателя. Если у вас найдено, давайте становимся за. Если пытаться повернуть, ставим хоть книжку. Возле книжка повернуть. Сломается. Может быть.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then. Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catchpole? Just try it, you old drunk. Ah! Oh! Come on, then. Ah! Bollocks! Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much. All right, blacksmith's boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Так.
God be with you, Henry.
Good health to you, Henry. Good health. God be with you.
Can we do something about the price?
Naturally. Tough luck. Good luck then.
I'd like to discuss...
Naturally.
Since it's you...
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
Very well. I agree.
Шапки.
Fabric, red, buttons, lace, everything.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. But
Your beauty, of course.
oh, noble sir, I'm as honored as any single maid can be.
The Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Oh, and talk.
Well, I'd say he's an exceptional for. I need ale for father.
A pitcher as you.
Aye. Bring me a cool one.
You are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this.
I.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way,
Maniac.
I suppose he's a man who.
He promised to teach me how to use his.
What use would that?
Enough. You sound just like father.
How? I've got something special.
Is that so?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Get the best right here.
Okay.
Let's have a word about the...
Aye?
I'm finished. This is... Good luck, then.
Can we do...
Naturally.
How are you, Henry?
Strong linen, delicate velvet, beautiful and funky.
Farewell. God be with you.
God bless.
Короче. Курицу можно?
All right, blacksmith's boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want. All right, blacksmith's boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Good luck then.
Can we do something?
Sure. A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we're...
I'll go for that.
Onions that'll make you cry and garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
Take care.
I'd like to just...
Sure.
What do you say to this?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less and I'll be... See now, I knew we'd come to...
Farewell.
So, can we...
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so... Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Nice. Very good. Good. Once again, fine. Very good. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. All right. Now you're getting it. Fine. Good, good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. All right. Good. Once again. Good. Once again. All right. That's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember, though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Where have you been with that ale? It's as flat and warm as horse piss. Go back and get me another, and you can pay for it yourself. That's the price of stupidity.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Huh. Well, you're a sight for sore eyes.
I'm back.
I can...
I need another pitcher of ale. The last one wasn't cold enough.
You want me to get...
Right. And a smile from you.
Goodbye. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening...
I...
About time. Have you got...
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale.
Good job. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have we got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles. had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Here are those nails.
Thanks.
That will do. Go and get those damn
fine.
nails.
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is...
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Istvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry!
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig.
If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the
Keep
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Помощь. Волит.
Come on!
Poppy chaba mies! Niria! Au!
Pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Систем позицию улучшите, систем...
Joggisfalat! Ne tessénk tapka! Most meglátod!
Yeah. Yeah.
Решили.
Yeah.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Run for it! Tudod, hogy fog végződni.
Yeah.
Run for it! Elkapusra véget! Tetve!
Ничего.
Run for it! Go! They'll kill you all!
Ibalat like that boss.
Kibaszok veled!
No! Yeah.
Na gyertek, Gani! Run for it!
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wait! Jesus Christ!
Help! Scarlet has been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hadi uzun dinle!
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Yeah!
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Sorry.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Oh, something to eat.
Очень 10% больше.
Please tell me what happened at Scarlett's. I have kin there.
It seemed like any other day.
God preserve us.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then they were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here.
That's horrible. You were very fortunate to survive. And God bless you for warning us. I'll pray for you, lad.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any... A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench.
Yeah.
She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them, and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped, and I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Really?
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through, I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Pare.
Move in, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us!
Чем он поможет, слушай?
Help us, son.
Выдумывай. Не выдумывай.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Если нашего множества. Как забраться на
He's really got something.
Sigismund and his army. Prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my command, and all will end well.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, and you were right, Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Farewell.
Почему этого? Продолжим.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber? Sir Ansig. What a relief. Is his lordship there with you? Yes, sir. He is right here. What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Tamber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out! Anywhere, people! Move out!
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood? Henry, I need to have a word with you.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. May the Lord watch over you.
Вроде да. Это не так есть. Всё. Так чисто. Пойдем.
God be with you.
What do you think about how the Skalitz...
Fortune smiled on him, that's for certain. Sigismund must be seething with rage.
Just a shame Fortune didn't smile on all of them.
Oh, shit. Sorry. And you know Sir Radzig Kobyla?
I wouldn't say I know him. I've seen him a few times. Why do you ask?
He must be a fine lord. Take such good care of every one of his sons.
Surely all the lords do that.
Ah. I could...
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your friend. I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Kurczę. Сам.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Почти сценка пошла.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scallis and killed my parents. Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
My respects to you.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway...
Sir Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change.
Why did Sig...
That's war...
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg. Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
So he could loot it?
Correct. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favored it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these Cumans come from?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money. Take care now.
What the? Пришел исход.
God be with you.
That business with Sigismund turned out well in the end, didn't it?
Aye, that was a good start. Now we need to drive him and his war horse.
Is there someone here who...
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's a surly, but he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up, all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
God be with you.
I heard they eat their prisoners. Mary, Mother of God.
Horrible vibe. My respects.
What do you think about...
It was a stroke. That's...
Can you tell me...
You want...
I pray you're wrong.
Take care now.
Jesus Christ.
Is there some... Sigismund.
Goodbye.
Good day to you.
Is there some...
For anything else, but he can get...
That business...
May the Lord watch you.
Молодцы.
Everything points to it, can't you see? Plague?
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
God be with you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the... Well.
Let's have a word.
Sure.
My respect.
Is there someone here who trades?
Votava's your man. He's the local dealer, a skinny fellow. I saw him buy the granny. He'll buy anything that has any value, and he'd sell you his own granny. If he... Take care now.
Can we trade?
If you've got... I'll be with you.
Can we do something about...
Sure.
What about this?
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it...
You're flaying me here.
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less and...
Very well.
Can we trade?
If you've... I'll be with you.
Can we do...
Naturally.
What about this?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake.
Oh, that's...
It's all the same to me who sits on it.
Can we...
If you... Good luck to you. Do you want to get...
Can we trade?
If you've got... May the Lord watch over you. No, no, that looks like stolen goods.
Is someone there?
I need to get out.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe a... Take care now.
Так, все, я вернулся. Так, все, я вернулся. Почему?
Good morning. Trying to flog me stolen goods, eh? I see what you're up to. You won't get much. Let's agree on the price then.
Satisfied?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more. See now? I knew we'd come.
Давай.
Hey, who's there? Answer to my prayers just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone. What's the matter? Come on! Yeah. Is that all you've got? Is that the best you can do? You'll get... Stop whining and fight. Bastard! Ah! Yeah. Christ!
Опачки. Этому.
Sweet Jesus. It's the charcoal burn.
Hey!
Постой.
Mercy! I yelled. Please don't kill me.
You'll have to pay up, then you can go.
Very well. Answer to my prayers. Just when I wanted. Kurva! You'll get what for. What's up? Shit yourself? I'm going to enjoy this.
Stop whining.
Bastard!
Lightly, a guy with a sword in his hand. You stood by his side and he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon him like me.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you. This is a good place. You're gonna like it. away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Mishak, what in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went from me.
Isn't that mutt the butcher's? Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You ain't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here?
I asked what you're doing here. How about you give me an answer?
If I want to confess, I'll go to the priest. Go away and leave me in peace.
I've interrupted you robbing the dead. Is that why you're so ill-tempered? You bastard.
And what of it? The butcher has no more need of corn. And now that I think of it, your sword would do me quite nicely as well. Will you hand it over without a fuss, or do you want to...
The only way you'll touch this sword is when I shove it in your guts.
So that's the way of it? Not without a sword, huh? Well, this isn't the end, fucker!
Business to take care of here first. Oh, how I wish to be gone from this place. First, I must bury my parents. Easy there, boy. You know me. A good master won't leave me easy.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all.
we're gonna do this.
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword? Who are you? What do you want? Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it anymore. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye! Cut the bastard down!
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth. Ah! You.
How about him, Runt?
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
What's the matter?
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
Itt nem látod. Megjött a mulatság. Fogsz egyet! Finom!
Do you need some help?
Henry! There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers. My family.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. After that... What?
Don't say that.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
So Divish promised Sir Radzig he'd look after me. But as for why they should care... Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle?
We're in Rattay Mill. My uncle's Miller Peshek. He took me in, and I taught...
I've been lying.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find...
He's in the Lower Castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand...
I know, Sir Radzik, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to... You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine.
I've been lying here 2 weeks.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be...
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have...
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. Have you eaten?
Yes, it was very good.
I did. I'm glad you... Huh.
Damage.